What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Yesterday, Apple held their annual September keynote and detailed that iOS 14 would be launching today. So I figured I'd make a video talking about the greatest iOS 13 free jailbreak tweaks. Amongst all of the free jailbreak tweaks I talked about for the iOS 13 jailbreak cycle, here are some that I think are the best. As always, the repos for the tweaks will be down below in the description. In this video, I'll be taking a look back at some of the best free iOS 13 tweaks I talked about in the iOS 13 jailbreak cycle. Alright guys, let's get into it. Saw was a really nice tweak that solved a problem that you might not have realized that you had for a lot of apps. This tweak hid the home bar and got rid of all of the unnecessary space in between your content and the bottom of your device. For older devices, ShortcutEnabler was really cool. It let you have the camera and flashlight shortcut that the newer devices have on your older device. With WeatherGround, at a glance on your status bar, you can see your current temperature, and this tweak gives you a dynamic wallpaper based on your current weather condition. I have to say, this is really cool. BottomControlX is a great tweak that lets you swipe up from either side to toggle the control center or lock the device. Lights Out automatically changes your device to light mode or dark mode depending on if a light source is near it. Tweaks to respring your device are definitely a must-have, and tweaks have existed for a very long time that do just that. However, this was refreshing to see a different take on a respring tweak. It's really cool. You just pull up from the bottom of your dock to respring your device and it looks really cool. Numberfications is a cool tweak because where the X normally is, it shows you the actual amount of notifications that you have on your device. Half shows you your device's battery percentage in the battery icon. This tweak shows you the date and time in your status bar and it looks really cool and it gives a unique look to your device. This tweak lets you lock your device by placing it face down on a table or anything like that, and you can just unlock it by regularly unlocking your device. This is really cool and would be really useful if you just have to quickly place your phone down and you want it to lock. Instead of having to worry about physically locking it, you just place it down and it automatically does it. This tweak puts a CCShazam toggle right in your control center and lets you quickly access that just by tapping on it. Volume Lock lets you lock your volume so that way you don't accidentally make it any louder or quieter just by pressing both volume buttons in. You can unlock your volume to make changes to make it louder or quieter by doing the same thing again. WiggleDots lets you place your device into edit mode just by pressing and holding on the dots on the bottom of your device. Depending on your device's battery percentage, this tweak dynamically changes the dock. If your device has 50%, you'll see that the dock is halfway filled in, and if it's at 100%, you'll see that the dock is completely filled in. FastDeleteKey lets you quickly delete a bunch of words faster than you would normally be able to in regular iOS. ScreenFreeze lets you freeze the device's screen and lock whatever's on the screen at that moment into place. And at any point, if you want to unfreeze your screen, all you have to do is just press any button and authenticate, and then it will go back to normal. DeleteCut is another keyboard tweak that lets you delete whole words at a time just by pressing and holding on the Shift key and then hitting the Delete key. LockWidgets gives you a widgets view on your lock screen and it looks really cool. This tweak lets you snooze any notification you want and make it so that it will remind you in 15 minutes or an hour or whatever you want. This is a super cool tweak and it's also really useful and it definitely can come in handy. Hazmat is basically a theming platform for the Now Playing interface on iOS, and it looks really cool. There are several different things that you can add to make it even more cool, and I think there's even a community pack that you can add on as well that has even more themes, so you can customize it even more. This is a super cool idea for a tweak. In edit mode, SizeFinder replaces the X on applications with how much space each application is taking up. This is a really cool tweak and super interesting information to have. No functionality is lost, of course. You can still go ahead and tap on it and it will give you the option to delete the app. Quit All gives you a clear button in the app switcher, and it's just as easy as tapping on that clear button to clear out of all of the apps in the app switcher. A bunch of tweaks like this have existed before, but this tweak is very simplistic and it reminds me of something that Apple would do. It just looks very in tune with the rest of iOS. For years, Swipe Selection Pro was a very popular jailbreak tweak because it allowed us to quickly go in between words and fix any spelling mistakes we had made. Apple introduced a way to go about doing this a few years ago, but it was only limited to the spacebar. With this tweak, you can change it so that you can press on any key on your keyboard, and you now have the ability to use this feature. This tweak is something you never knew you needed. Fast forward time adds a seconds view to the lock screen, so you have not only the hour and the minutes, but you also have the seconds with this tweak. If you have a lot of tweaks installed on your device, instead of trying to hunt around finding the preference page of a particular tweak you're looking for, StickAround lets you pin whatever settings page you're looking for to the top of settings. On iPadOS, there's an exclusive feature that basically lets you drag and drop things. This tweak brings that exclusive feature over to iPhone. I can press and hold on something that I want to drag and drop, swipe up to get out of the app, and then go ahead and go in Notes and just drop it there, and there you go. iPlug suppresses notifications you don't want to see inside of whatever particular app you set up. So if you're watching Netflix or YouTube for whatever reason and you don't want to see any specific notifications, but you don't want to put Do Not Disturb mode on, this basically will allow you to custom tweak that and custom change whatever you want it to be, and you can go ahead and swipe up to get out of the app, and all of the notifications that were suppressed come pouring in, and you can see exactly what you missed. NotiBlock lets you custom block out certain notifications with certain keywords in them. Volume % adds the percentage of the volume on your device on the volume HUD. It's really, really useful, and I don't know why this isn't already a part of the volume HUD. Seems like a misstep by Apple, and they definitely should have done this. Pill volume makes the volume control center toggle in the control center a pill-like shape. BottomToolBar Lite just kind of refreshes your control center, gives it a little bit of a different look. This is sort of similar to another tweak called Prism, but this is a free version of that, and it looks pretty cool, and it's different than the regular control center that we're used to seeing on iOS 13. Dotto Plus spices up your app badges and gives it a little bit of a different look. Instead of just having numbers there, you can get different colored dots on the app badges. It looks pretty cool. Dawn lets you customize different aspects of dark mode and light mode on iOS, and you can interchange different UI elements for dark mode and light mode. So if you want dark mode enabled, but you want the dock to be a light mode color, you can do that, or whatever you prefer. eggNotch lets you customize your notch. You can basically have a black notch, so that way you don't even really have a notch and it just blends in and it basically cuts off the notch entirely. Or if you want, which I don't think looks very good, you can change it so you can have a yellow or orange or any various color you want to. If you're going to change the notch at all, though, I would stick with a solid black color. That way you can just kind of blend the notch into the background and it looks like there is no notch to begin with. Manila lets you 3D touch or haptic press on the folders icon on your device, and it will bring up a list view of the different applications that are in that folder. AutoUnlockX is a must-have tweak for anyone who has an iPhone 10 style device. I've talked about this so many times, but it's great. It lets you automatically unlock your device without having to swipe up. It just automatically does it once it recognizes your face with Face ID, and it's great, and it works really, really well. SimpleLS 2 allows you to customize your lock screen, and there's also an always-on display that looks really cool. If you've ever turned your flashlight on and didn't realize that you left it on, OhMyFlash is the perfect tweak for you. This tweak will automatically disable the flashlight after a certain period of time, and I think this is up there as one of the most useful tweaks. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Also, go ahead and subscribe and turn on that post notification bell so that way you never miss out on a brand new upload. I'm very excited for the iOS 14 cycle, and I can't wait to make more jailbreak content for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, guys. Peace.